What's up, y'all? Goofy Rexy here. Hope everybody is doing well. Wanted to talk about Agatha Harkness today. So yeah, we got some offers for her last night. And I know some of you guys will probably purchase her, but I wanted to kind of give my 2 cents on Agatha. I did not purchase her. I did open up my red stars though. I'll show you what I got. I got a measly 4 red stars, but I'm okay with that for the most part because some of these red star openings can be a little bit abysmal. And it took me quite a while to actually get those 4 reds on her. So I'm happy. I did well with Wong. I did well with Harkness. So listen, I'll take Agatha Harkness here on where she's at. But I want to talk about the reason why I think that Agatha is probably going to be one of the most important, if not probably the second most important character on your Darkhold team. And probably a character that maybe you want to consider if you can get high red stars on her. That's good. I'd say at least a minimum of 4 red stars on her. Yes, she is largely kit based, but what she does in a lot of these mirror matches, and some of you guys know that we've been testing out at the entire Darkhold team here on the playtest server. We've been doing mirror matches. We've been swapping out and putting in Emma where Scarlet Witch is, or swapping out and putting in Loki. I actually really like the Loki one because Loki lowers the resistance of the enemy team, which gives you a higher opportunity to actually land your debuffs from Morgan Le Fay and then also Agatha. But of course, Emma is good too because she'll make sure that your Morgan Le Fay goes first. But so does Loki. Loki also makes sure that your Morgan Le Fay goes first because he is a Mystic Controller character. He speeds up Mystic Controller characters. But let's talk about Agatha Harkness and the reason why I think that she's probably going to be the second most important character on your team. I'll talk as well about ISO 8, the best ISO 8 recommendations for her. And then also I'll talk about recommended T4s as well. And yeah, I mean, Wong is very important. You definitely do want to have a big Wong on the team. But like I said, I think Agatha definitely is probably the second most important character on that team. And I'll talk about the reason why. So let's first actually start off with her special ability, right? So in the way the matchups are going right now is that your Morgan goes first, right? And then after Morgan, then goes Doctor Strange, and then after Doctor Strange, then goes Agatha Harkness. And what I found is that her special has been an absolute savior for those mirror matches. Now you're hoping that you're winning that coin flip if you're doing the full Darkhold team against Darkhold. You're hoping that you're winning that coin flip and that your Morgan is going first and ability blocking their Morgan. So that's what you're hoping for. That's what you desire. But once Agatha does take her turn, the stun is absolutely incredibly clutch because then if you are taking that first turn, Morgan Le Fay is ability blocking, and then Agatha is going right after that. Then that means that that you're going to be able to stun Morgan Le Fay, and essentially you're kind of putting yourself in a place where you're able to kind of control that matchup. But I just found that this special ability has been incredibly important. It's also a 4-turn cooldown, which is pretty good, and we'll talk about the reason why there's a benefit for that right after this here. But the stun has been incredibly impactful, right? Being able to stop Morgan Le Fay, getting that early sort of control in that matchup, to now where you can start dictating what you want to do, right? The bonus is if you're able to also disrupt Wong, if you're able to use Doctor Strange to use a special on Wong. Excuse me, getting Doctor Strange to use a special on Wong so that he can slow him down with the speed bar, or do the speed bar reduction with the special, then that really kind of sets up the way that you're able to kind of do this matchup. So the special ability is so incredibly important, being able to get that stun there. I don't think this is a good T4 though. I will say this right now, the extra 60% piercing for primary and secondary targets, okay, it's cool, but I don't really think you need it. It's one of those things where when you're looking at this entire team, I think I've counted like 17 or 18 T4s, like 16 or 17 T4s, I think is what you need for this entire team here. This is just one of those ones that you can probably skip and come back to later. Yes, it's an arena character, but man, try to just do as minimal as you need because this team is incredibly T4 heavy. Now, I like the ultimate too. Let's talk about the ultimate. So this is definitely a T4 recommendation for me. I mean, with the T4, you're getting the stun to the highest damage hero Mystic Brawler. Excuse me again. And then you're also getting applying stun to the highest damage hero Mystic Blaster, and then also a hero Mystic Controller. Scarlet Witch is a hero Mystic Controller, so that can definitely be impactful and helpful there. But the ultimate, you're attacking all enemies, bonus attacks. You get some nice stuff here. The heal block for 2 turns, offense down for 2 turns. The offense down for 2 turns is actually pretty big against Doctor Strange, so that's not a slight to that kit. I do like the ult. Well, what I really actually like the ult for, yes, you get the heal itself for 35% max health, the barrier. It's really this, actually. The gain 2 ability energy for each mystic enemy, up to a maximum of 6 ability energy. I like this for not even the ultimate. Yes, I get to recharge it. I get it back up for now I only have to wait 4 turns before I can do this ultimate ability again. Cool. What I really like this ultimate for is that this ability energy that she's gaining here also recharges her stun, her special ability. So now when she does her 3rd turn, right, when Agatha comes back around again and she does her 4th turn, then you're going to be able to get the opportunity to do another stun again. So you could probably pick and choose at that point whether or not you want to stun Morgan Le Fay again, because that may be what you need to do, or if you want to stun Doctor Strange because Doctor Strange is about to do his ult and you don't want him to do his ult, or if you want to stun Wong because maybe Wong is getting close again to being able to do his taunt, or you don't want him to retaliate, right? You don't want him to do bonus attacks. Maybe that's the direction that you go in, but once again, it kind of just gives you that control in that matchup, right? And that's the reason why I really like her kit. I think it was done really well. What she's able to apply for this team and how she's able to do it, I like it tremendously well, and I think that's what makes her one of the best characters on this team. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. But yes, of course, it does a lot of really great stuff too with the ult, and when you do T4 that ultimate, this probably is a little bit more helpful against Eternals, right? Because of Hero Mystic Brawler and Hero Mystic Controllers, but you're still getting some control over Scarlet Witch as well. So this is definitely very helpful for me, and it's so yeah, we're good. And then also this attack also as well does this gain 50% extra focus for each mystic enemy, so it's always going to land that heal block and that offense stat. It literally always does it every single time. But and then we got her passive. Her passive is essentially what saves the team a lot, right? Because it saves your Morgan, it saves your Doctor Strange. I've seen it save Wong a couple of times as well. But you know, when an ally gets below 30%, she's cloaking them with the stealth. She's giving that D up. They're getting the barrier, flipping negative effects to positive effects on them. But what I really, really, really like it for is this right here. When an enemy drops below 30% max health for the first time, do the following: attack that character for 100% piercing. I can't tell you how many times I have gotten Morgan Le Fay into that 30% place, right? And then here comes Agatha, who brings her now into the red, right? Because of this piercing damage, this piercing attack. This is so much more clutch than you realize that it is. That it's in the mirror match. This could be the reason why you're able to delete Morgan Le Fay quickly, right? This could be it. You're also flipping these positive effects into negative effects. You're applying Disrupted. You're getting the deflect up to your team again. I mean, it's just a really, really strong passive. Obviously, the additional drain and the additional focus is also good too. So yeah, another T4 passive ability, definitely a T4. Ultimate ability, definitely a T4. Probably skipping a little bit on the special ability, but then you have the basic ability, which I also recommend being a T4 as well. For the basic ability, this is another one of those things again where it's this assist damage, right? Or this additional damage that's kind of out of turn damage that really helps out. So the passive gives you the out of turn damage with the piercing attacks, where when the enemy drops below 30%. That's a big deal. And then with your basic ability here, you're calling to, in arena only though, you're calling 2 random adjacent Darkhold allies. And outside of arena, you still do call 1 random adjacent ally. But in arena, you're calling 2 random adjacent allies. And the way that I position Agatha, and I think this is the best way to position Agatha on the team, is to put her in the middle of Morgan Le Fay, where Morgan Le Fay is probably going to be in the middle, or the entire team. You put Agatha, you know, in the next to her, and then you put Wong at the end. You put Agatha. You put Agatha between Morgan, and you put Agatha between Wong, because when she does call these adjacent Darkhold allies to attack, whenever she does do this basic, what you're going to be getting from Morgan is that you're going to be getting the opportunity to, yes, do some damage, steal, copy, and clear some positive effects. She has the ability as well to steal 10% health from the primary and then redistribute to self, so that helps out Morgan to kind of keep her alive. That's really important to be able to do that with Morgan. And I also like Wong, because with Wong's bait, whenever she calls Wong to do the additional attack as well, he's going to be clearing one negative effect from self and Darkhold allies. And trust me, there's going to be a lot of debuffs there that you're going to want to be able to clean off the seam, and Agatha helps you in order to be able to do so. So I don't know. I just think I'm just looking at Agatha's kit, the way that it plays in the game right now. It's just so powerful and so strong. She's an incredibly important character on the team. I definitely think that you're going to want to get some good red stars on her, because you're going to want her to be able to land these debuffs, right? You're going to want to be able to land the stun. The stun is incredibly important. If you can get the stun and then get Scarlet Witch to extend, that's beautiful. The ultimate powerful within itself in regards to what it does, the O downs, the heal blocks, the stun, to Hero Mystic, and then Hero Mystic Controller, Hero Mystic Blaster, but then getting that ability energy back, feeding that special ability to stun again, the passive whenever they get below 30%, doing additional damage, piercing damage whenever they get below 30%, clearing those or flipping those positive effects and negative effects, and then the basic, of course, calling those additional attacks, those out of turn attacks, again, guys, really are what helps to kind of mow down a lot of the characters here on this in regards to this mirror match on the team. So I just think it's really important. I think Skirmisher also probably the best ISO for her as well. It's really just about being able to land those negative effects, right? You gotta put Skirmisher on her, in my opinion. Those are my thoughts on that. I would definitely go in that direction of putting Skirmisher on her. That boosts her focus. That's gonna give you a higher possibility, higher chance to be able to land those stuns. You're gonna need to be able to land these in order for you to be able to control that matchup. If you can't land those stuns, guys, it's gonna be a really, really tough matchup for you. So I definitely would recommend to go with the Skirmisher ISO on her. That's what we've been seeing so far within our testing, you know, with these matchups here. These are actually, I think, probably what the best ISOs are for the entire team. So the Raider on Doctor Strange Heartless, Skirmisher on Scarlet Witch. I'll be honest with you, I don't really think that her ISO matters as much. Some may debate me that that's probably not true, but I guess the basic, right, because the defense down, and yeah, so I guess like Skirmisher is probably the best one for her. Skirmisher for Morgan, so you need her to land the ability block, the disrupt. You need that to happen. Skirmisher on Agatha, and of course Striker on Wong, because on the bonus attack, he's clearing a positive effect off the Darkhold Team. So you definitely want and need that, right? But those are my thoughts, guys, on Agatha. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are, man. I think that she's really, really incredibly important and impactful for this entire team. I don't see a possible way that you can't, you know, well, number one, you're going to build her anyways, right? But it's really more so just understanding the importance of her and understanding why she's so essential to this team. Why she's probably one of your primary targets too, after maybe Morgan Le Fay to probably get rid of too on this team. So listen, wonder what your guys' thoughts are. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Check out the links that are down below in the description. My Discord, my Twitch page. There's a bunch of stuff that's down there, guys. Check out those down below. Way to support my channel too is Patreon. That's another way to support the channel. So check out that link that's down below as well. We actually just redid some tiers to be a little bit more customer friendly. So take a look at those as well, guys. But listen, appreciate you guys so very much. Until next time, y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. Woo! It was Agatha all along. It was Agatha all along. Who's been messing up everything? Yo, is that the reason why my kids aren't eating their food no more? Kids. It was Agatha all along.